Yo, what's good? It's Mastermind MMA, and this is episode 3 of Sky's the Limit. And today I'm going to be talking about someone you guys have probably heard of, and it is, wait for it, Kron Gracie. Yes, that's who I'm going to be talking about today. And if you don't know Kron Gracie by name, you've probably seen him. He was in Nate Diaz's corner at 196. He was the dude when Nate tapped out Connor. He's like fucking slapping the cage, like slapping the floor, like yeah, fuck yeah. He was so pumped, and yeah. So he is obviously a Gracie, and he is the youngest son of Rickson Gracie, and he's the grandson of h.e.a.t. Right now, he's fighting in Ryzen. And he's a jiu-jitsu practitioner. He's 28 years old. He's 5'9". He fights at featherweight. And he fights out of LA. And his record right now is 4-0. But his grappling record, or his grappling credentials, I'll just run through that quick. He was ADCC 2013 champion. 2011 third place. He was second place in 2011 for the World Jiu-Jitsu Championship. He won the 2009 European Championship. 2008 he won the Kron Gracie Cup. He won the Pan Americans in 2008. He won in two divisions. He won the Jiu-Jitsu Championship in 2007. He won the Pan American in 2007. He won the Copa Pacifica de Jiu-Jitsu in 2007. In 2006, he won the BJJ World Championships. He won the World Cup of Brazil Jiu-Jitsu in 2006. 2006, he won the Naga Championships. In 2006, he won the 6th annual Gracie United tournament. 2006 he won the Naga Chicago Championship. 2006 he won the 3rd South Bay Jiu-Jitsu Championship. 2005 he won the CBJJ Pan American Championships. So yeah, jiu-jitsu, he's fucking decorated as shit. Obviously he's fucking the grandson of h.e.a.t. Gracie. And his MMA record, his pro MMA record, he has 4 finishes, all submissions. So he beat his first fight, he won via armbar, second triangle, third rear naked, and fourth rear naked. His third and fourth fight were both in the Grand Prix tournament for Ryzen. So it was like a month away from each other, like 2 months away from each other. And yeah, man, so his jiu-jitsu game is good. He's developing as a striker. He's part of the scrap pack. So, you know, I'm sure his stand-up is decent, but over time, definitely he's going to be developing a heavier stand-up game because of the people he trains with. I mean, fucking Gil, Nate, Nick, Jake, all them. Yeah, man. So I feel like I don't think he's ready for the UFC yet. I feel like he'll really get handled in the UFC because you know, just they're way too well rounded right now. But he's definitely UFC caliber in a little. And what I mean by that is with development, with experience, with gradual steps in competition, he could be developed as the next Gracie star. And what I mean by that is we haven't had a Gracie star in a long time, you know what I mean, in the MMA world. When I'm talking about actual Gracies fighting MMA and being dominant, we haven't had a new generation, you know. Like Henner and Huron, they're more on the instructor side of things. What's his face? Halleck Gracie is just like public perception he's a raging douchebag that rips people off. And then he fought at Bellator, and that fight was fucking dog shit. So you know, Kron Gracie has the affiliation with the Scrap Pack. He has the looks to be a star. He has the ability to actually fight and perform. So he's definitely on my radar. Not in the sense of he needs to be in the UFC now, but in a few fights, uh, with a higher level of competition to gauge where he is, not really dropping him in deep water, but giving him a fight where he would be a heavy underdog and see how he fares. That would be if he passes that, that would be the time to send him off to the races. Then sign him, then call him up to the UFC. Then do that. Now it's way too early. He's only 4-0 right now. But, you know, he's got a good team around him. I'm sure he's training with Nate's boxing coach too. Not only that, but he's probably sparring with Andre Ward and fucking Joe Schilling and all that. So, as Nate, you know, fucking top 10 boxers, top 10 kickboxers, fucking top 10 jiu-jitsu guys. Who do you train with, motherfucker? You're playing touch butt with some dork in the park, motherfucker. So, yeah, I'm sure Kron Gracie's got access to those top 10 guys, too. So, I'm sure in time he'll be ready, and he could be a fucking star, dude, especially at featherweight, homie. Like, I'm hoping that Kron Gracie comes up, you know what I mean? So I'm saying, man, by probably next year I'd like to see him in the UFC, straight up. So yeah, man. I wanted to say it in the other video. If you guys know anyone that's on your radar, if you guys think of anyone or have any suggestions, let me know. I'll fucking do a video on them. Yeah, because I'm kind of like scouting people now. So if you know anybody that's like on the come up, some good fighters outside the UFC, some fighters that you should think should be in the UFC, let me know in the comments, man. Yeah, so fucking Kron Gracie, guys. What do you guys think about him? I might link some highlights if I could find a good video. And yeah, I'm sure you guys at least know of Kron, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, you already know, it's Mastermind MMA.